Hi, this is Dr. K. Shobha from Hoskote, GFGC Hoskote, Assistant Professor of Commerce and Management. Let us move on to the next topic, FIFO method. First, let us understand what exactly the meaning of FIFO. FIFO is first in, first out. Under this method, materials received first are issued first. Understand this? Under this method, the materials, whatever you are receiving first, that will be issued first to the production department. The units in the opening stock of materials are treated as if they are issued first. The units from the first purchase will be issued next, and so on until the units left in the closing stock of materials are valued at the latest cost of the purchases. This method will be used for the pricing of the materials issues. Okay. Now, let us move on to the first in, first out method problems. Look at the problem here. The following transactions occur in the purchase and issues of materials. Prepare store's ledger account using FIFO method. FIFO full form is first in, first out. Okay. On 2nd January, purchased 4,000 units at 4 per unit. On 20th Jan, purchased 500 units at 5 per unit. On 5th February, issued 2,000 units. For the issues, the rate per unit will not be given because we need to calculate the issue price here. With the help of the rate, we need to issue the units to the production department. On 10th February, purchased 6,000 units at 6 per unit. On 12th February, issued 4,000 units. On 2nd March, issued 1,000 units. On 5th March, issued 2,000 units. On 15th March, purchased 4,500 units at 5.5 per unit. On 20th March, issued 3,000 units. This is what the problem given under the FIFO method. Let me clearly explain you regarding the FIFO method. The FIFO method explains first in, first out. And for this, the purchases, units will be given as well as the rate per unit will be given for your purchase. But for the issues, only the units will be given. The rate per unit will not be given for the issues because we need to take the issues rate with the help of the purchased units. Okay, now let us move on to the solution, how to do this problem. When you are preparing the problem, this is how you need to be taken. On 2nd Jan, see here, on second, before entering into the problem, let me tell you how you need to draw the lines here. First, take the date, particulars, receipts, issues, and the balance. See, date, whatever the dates you have been purchased and the issue will be given according to the dates, and the particulars we have to be mentioned, whatever the purchased or the issues, what you have been made for your units. Okay, and receipts, you need to be taken the quantity of your units, the rate per unit, and the amount. Even for the issues also, the units, rate, and the amount. Even for the balance also, units, number of units, rate per unit, and the amount. This is how you need to be taken. This is what the lines to be drawn. Now let us go to the problem. Okay, see, on 2nd, look at the problem here. On 2nd Jan, purchase 4,000 units. Okay, now see, on 2nd January, purchased, you have taken under the particulars purchased, how many units you have been purchased? 4,000 units at the rate of rupees 4 per unit. So 4,000 into 4, you are going to get 16,000. Immediately after the purchase, you need to go for the balance. See, we have done immediately the balance here because whatever the purchase you had, we have done the balance. The same balance we have done here, 4,000 at the rate of rupees 4 per unit, and the amount is 16,000. And next come to the let us go to the problem here. See here, on 20th January you have purchased. How many units you have been purchased? 500 units at 5 per unit. Okay. Now go to the on 20th Jan. Date you have to be taken 20th Jan, and particulars you have been purchased. Take the particulars, under the particulars take purchased. Okay. Now how many units you have been purchased on 20th? 500 units at the rate of rupees 5 per unit, and the amount will be 2,500. Now after the purchase, immediately we need to go for the balancing. See here, on 2nd, we had a balance of 4,000 at the rate of rupees 4 per unit, and the amount is 1,60,000. Take that as it is for your second 20th January balance. Okay, 4,000, 4 and 16,000. Now, recently on 20th, you have been purchased. Take that balance. So 500, 5 and 2,500. Let us give up the name. This is the first lot what you have been purchased, and this is the second lot on 20th you have been purchased. Now, like next, on 5th February we have been issued. How many units were being issued to the production department? Until unless if you have not issued to the production, the manufacturing will not be arising there. Okay, on 5th you have been issued 2,000 units. See, the name itself indicates first in, first out. Okay, already in our balance we had first lot, how much we have? 4,000 we have. From the first lot of 4,000 issued to the department, 2,000 issued to the production department, 2,000. From out of 4,000 issued 2,000. Okay, now and the cost per unit is, out of 4,000 you have issued 4. That is the rate directly you need to be taken. So 2,000 into 4, that is 8,000. Now out of 4,000 you have issued 2,000. What will be the balance? Balance to be retained. Without fail you need to carry the balance. So out of 4,000 you issued 2,000, and what is the balance here? 2,000 is the remaining balance. What is the cost per unit? 4 only. So 2,000 into 4 is 8,000. Now, and already you have issued from the first lot. Now the balance from the second lot is remaining same. Take the same balance here, 500, 5 at the rate, and the amount is 2,500. Now come back to the on 10th February we have purchased. Immediately after the purchase, what we need to do? We need to balance. 10ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ನಾವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ? 6,000 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್? ರೇಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ 6 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 6,000 into 6 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 36,000. Now see, earlier we had a balance of 2,500. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಅದು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. 2,000 at the rate of 4, 8,000 rupees, 500 at the rate of rupees 5. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ 2,500. ಈಗ ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಲಾಟ್, ಇದು ಎರಡನೇ ಲಾಟು. ಈಗ 10ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು 6,000 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. 6,000 ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ಈ 6,000ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. 6,000 at the rate of rupees 6 per unit amounted to 36. And one more thing, you are not supposed to forget that immediately after the purchase you need to go for the balancing. Now let us go to the on 12th. 12ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Now let us look for the problem. How much you have been issued? 12ನೇ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ? 4,000 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು On 12th, issued. How much you supposed to be issued? 4,000 units ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಏನು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್. ಮೊದಲು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೊದಲು ನೀನು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ಗೆ ನೀನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ 2000 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಮೊದಲು ಅದನ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಲಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡುವಣ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 500 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸಹ ಇಶ್ಯೂನ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ 2000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 500 ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು? 2500 ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು? 4,000 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ವಿ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಇಶ್ಯೂಡ್? 4,000 units should be issued to the manufacturing department. ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗೆ 4,000 ಅನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಇನ್ನು 2,500 ಅನ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ what is the balance? You have another 1,500 should be issued. A 1,500 you can issue from the third lot. Why? Because 2,000 was being issued, 500 also was being issued. Now the rest was there in the third lot. ಮೂರನೇ ಲಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So out of 6,000 issue 1,500. Okay, now 6,000 minus of 1,500, what is the balance? We have only 4,500 is the balance rest out. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಉಳಿದಿರುವಂತಹ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ 4,500 ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಮೂರನೇ ಲಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1,500 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 4,500 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬಿ ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, now we have done the balancing. Now let us move on to the next transaction, that is on 2nd March. How much you have been issued? That is on 2nd March 1,000 units were being issued to the production department. Okay, now how much was the balance was being left over? ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿದಿರುವಂತಹ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 4,500 is the balance. Out of 4,500 we can issue 1,000 to the production department. ಈಗ out of 4,500 you have issued 1,000. What is the balance with us? 3,500 is the balance remaining with us. Okay, now 3,500 and the rate per unit is 6 and the amount is out of 27,000, 6,000 was being issued. What is the balance we have? That is on 21,000 is the balance. Next, let us go to the problem. Next, after 2nd March issue admele 5th March you need to be issued 2,000 units should be issued. See, on 5th how much we should issue? 2,000 units should be issued. Now on 5th March issued particulars column ಅಲ್ಲಿ issued ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಎಂಟ್ರಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 5ನೇ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಬರೀ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಗೋ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 2ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿನ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 3,500 ಇಸ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ ₹6. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 21,000 ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮೊದಲು ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡಿ. ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 3,500 ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ production department 2,000 because you are supposed to issue 2,000 to the production department. So 3,500 minus of 2,000, what is the balance we have? 1,500. What is the rate we have here? That is the 6. Cost per unit is 6 and the amount is 9,000. Okay, next is on 15th we have purchased. On 15th we have purchased. How many units we have been purchased? 4,500 units at the rate of ₹5.5 per unit, amounted to 24,750. Okay, on that day on 15th ಯಾವುದೇ issues ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ what is the balance we have here is earlier ಮೊದಲನೇ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 1500 ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದೇ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ is 6 amounted to 9000 rupees. Now on 15th purchased 4000 units ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ 4000. This is the first lot and this is the second lot. Earlier balance was 1500 is called as first lot, and now on 15th you have been purchased 4500. That is your second lot. What is the cost per unit? 5.5. Amounted to 24,750. Now let us move on to the 20th March. So next transaction you have been issued. How much you have been issued? That is total is 3000 rupees you have been issued on 20th March. Now see here, first lot we had 1500 issued to the production department, and out of 3000 you have issued 1500. Still how much should be issued? Another 1500 should be issued with the help of 4500 already you have been purchased on 15th March. So ಈ 4500 ಇಂದ ನೀವು 1500 ಅನ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ. What is the rate per unit? 5.5. So if you take that, you are going to get 8250. See here, on 20th March we have issued 3000 units. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಎರಡನೇ ಲಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Out of 4500, if you have issued 1500, what is the balance? We have 3000 units at the rate of 5.5 amounted to 16,500. This is how you need to prepare the problem. After the preparation of this FIFO method, ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ you need to write the closing stock in the organization are 3000 units. If 3000 units is your balance, okay, at the rate of rupees 5.5 per unit. Idu nimma rate. Ee rate na hagene tagolli. Amounted to rupees 16,500. This is how you have to be calculated. I hope you all understood. Okay. Now let us go to the next problem. See here. From the following transaction, prepare stores ledger account using FIFO method. January 1st, opening stock 200 pieces at 2 per piece purchased rate. Units is 4000 units at 4 per unit. On Jan 5th, purchased 100 pieces at 2.20 per piece. On 10, purchased 150 pieces at 2.40 per piece. On 20th, purchased 180 pieces at 2.50 per piece. On January 2nd, February 2nd, issued 150 pieces. February 7th, issued 100 pieces. On February 12th, issued 100 pieces. On February 28th, issued 200 pieces. This is what the problem they have been given. Now, let us move on to the problem, how to calculate. This is how, see, already we have done some of the problems, how to calculate the problem. Now in the last slide I have shown you how you have to do the problem in the same method, in the same way you can follow to calculate this problem. Hope you all understood. You can try at home all these problems so that you will understand.